What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm back. I'm late, but I'm back. And I really wanted to record right now while the endorphins and the running high is still on me. So today is the beginning of running season. So in Chicago, there are two races, one that starts the running season and one that ends it. The one that starts it is called the Shamrock Shuffle. It's usually held about a week after St. Patrick's Day. And so that was today. That race is an 8K, which is about 5 miles. And so I think this is my third or fourth time doing this race. Um, and this is the race that's going to kick off me really training for the marathon. So today it was very chilly. I think it was about 35 degrees when I started, and it was windy, so it was very chilly, but I made it through it. Um, I ran my fastest mile, which was like 11 minutes and something. So I'm extremely proud of myself, especially knowing where I started. And then I just really want to use this video to talk about running and to kick off probably my series that I'm going to do, which is me training for the Chicago Marathon, which is October 12th. I'm still fundraising for it. I will leave the link if you would like to donate. I'm only about $200 away from my goal. I think I have to raise $1,700. So I'm only $200 away from my goal. So if you would donate, I would greatly appreciate that. So I want to talk about my running journey. I have always, for some reason, wanted to run. I can remember from being in college and I was, working out and stuff like that. And I used to always say, I hope that I can run a mile one day. And so back in 20, I think it was 2019, 2018. Yes, back in 2018, I saw the hot chocolate, which is the race that ends running season. And so I actually reached out to a college friend because his fiance, girlfriend at the time, I think, had lost a lot of weight and I had saw that she was running. And so I'm like, hey, do you think your girlfriend, fiance would be cool with teaching me how to run? And he was like, here's her info. And then she and I ended up linking up at a park here in Chicago. And she was just like, well, this is what I do, and basically like have at it. And so, number one, that's really out of my character. I am a very nervous, anxious, socially anxious person, especially when it's like somebody new. So she and I met up for that run. I signed up for the 15K, which is 9 miles, and I did not train. And my best friend did it with me. Um, and it was hard. It was very hard. Um, we struggled. It was cold, it was raining, it was windy, but we finished. So after that, I was not discouraged, but I said, if I'm gonna do this, I have to do it properly. So I'm not sure. I think me and Jessica just started working out together. And I'm not sure if we did a specific race, but at one point she was like, you should do a half marathon with me. I was like, yeah, girl, I'll do it. Saying it in passing, but then I actually committed to it. So we started training for the half. I completed my first half marathon in 2019. And baby, the struggle was real. That was a really tough race. I did was pretty consistent with my training, but it was hard. It was cold. Was it cold? I'm not sure if it was cold, but it was definitely raining. I definitely rained. And had I call her my fitness mom, my running mom. She stayed with me the entire time, and I had like a panic attack nine, around mile 9 or 10. A half marathon is 13.1 miles. So I did finish that race. I was completely out of it when it was over. I was kind of like very tired, and at that point, when I used to be training to run, I did not eat. I did not eat anything before that half marathon. I did not hydrate. I might have had something at the aid stations, but that's just like 3 or 4 ounces of water. And so I had nothing in my tank. So that was a part of why I was really tired. So after my first half marathon, I was like, fuck that, y'all. I'm cool on that. I'm never doing that again. And then after the pandemic, after the pandemic, I believe I decided I was going to do another one. So that was 2023. I think that was 2023. Yeah, because it wasn't last year. So 2023, I decided I was going to do another half marathon. And to be honest with y'all, I slacked with training in the beginning because I had got my eyebrows microbladed, so you're not supposed to be in the sun. And so for like a week or so, I was bullshitting. And then I was like, okay, it's time to get serious. And then I really started, doing my training, going on my runs, and I did my second one. My second one was so much better. It was such way better experience. I'm not I think part of it is because I did train. I think I trained better for my first one. But I do attribute a lot of it to me working out more and being consistent in my fitness journey. Cleaning up my diet was a big thing about it. Eating makes a huge difference. Fueling your body. You have to fuel your body after you run so many miles or after a certain amount of time, just so, you replenish everything that you're losing while you're running. So, nutrition, that helped a lot. And I also believe that me losing weight helped tremendously. It made it easier. Was not an easy race, so to speak, but it was way more enjoyable. I enjoyed my time. The weather was beautiful. And it's just the thing about the running community is that everybody is supportive. Along the route, you'll see so many signs that people draw. People are cheering you on and they don't even know you, which is beautiful. What I also love about running is that you'll see all kinds of people. You'll see tall people, short people, old people, young people, fat people, skinny people, black, white, all races. And then it's just like we're all kind of crazy because we're getting up early, probably on a Sunday, paying to run. But I love running because it's such a diverse sport, and you'll see some of everybody, and everybody is encouraging. There was a lady that was running. She had on a sign on her back. I think she said it was like I'm 89 or I'm 90, and I'm like, okay, I gotta try to stay in front of her because she 90 and I was 30, 34, 33 at the time. So that's something that also kept me motivated. Um so last year I said I was gonna sign up for the half marathon again. I am a serial procrastinator, and by the time I decided I was gonna sign up for the race, it was sold out. So I ended up not running it, which I actually was grateful for because I could just enjoy my summer. That's the thing about running, it will take over your life, especially if you want to do it like train properly. There's no going out, especially if you have a long run. I'm not going out. I'm not having one drink because I can tell the difference between if I have literally one drink and no drinks. So, and you also have to get enough sleep. So, I was grateful that I was able to enjoy my summer, but yeah, that was that. So then in my sorority, in my chapter, we have like different subgroups, and so I started the run group, and two of my sorority sisters ended up running the Chicago Marathon. And I ran with a couple of them a few times, and of course I wanted to go out and cheer them on, and I think one time I went out to support Jessica, but she didn't even see me. But I went out to support them at the Chicago Marathon. So I got out there. The energy was electric. It was something that I've never seen or experienced before. Like I've done different races, but this one was on a different level as to like the support, the energy. It was so many people. And I was just like, wow, I was in awe. I was like, I think I'm gonna do this next year. And I saw one of my sorority sisters. She came, she was running, she was smiling. She was like, I feel great, great. And I saw her at like mile 23 or 24. She was like, I feel great. I'm almost done, blah, blah, blah. I was like, and I want to feel like her when I do it. And then I saw my other sorority sister. She had got injured. I think she said like mile 13 or 14, but she was still pushing through. And I was just like, I was looking for her. I had trouble tracking her, but I'm like, I'm not leaving until I see her. And so I saw her. She was crying. I'm like, you can do it. I'm like, you almost there. You're at mile 24. Like, you got to finish now. And so at that point, I kind of decided that I was going to run a marathon. And so there's like two ways for you to get in. You can do the lottery or you can fundraise for charity and then you get automatic entry. And so I had entered myself into the lottery last year, but I didn't get picked. And so this time I was like, I'm not leaving it up to the lottery. I'm going to do it for fundraising. Saw the amount of money that I had to fundraise, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do that. But I'm also like, if I start early, I should be able to, fundraise, if not all of it, most of it. And then whatever I didn't fundraise, I would just pay out of my pocket. So after the marathon, I had messaged both of them like, "Hey y'all, I'm thinking about signing up for the marathon. Y'all down?" My other sorority sister was like, girl, no. I don't ever have to do that again. It was not a bad experience, but I don't need to do it again, especially not here." Then the other one was like, I'm gonna do it too. I said, okay, cool. I had somebody with me. So I think that was back in October. So I have been fundraising. I've raised so much money sooner than I thought I would. So again, I'm only $200 away from my goal. I think training is between 16 and 18 weeks. So that's gonna be my life. I believe training starts April, May. I plan on using this app that I've seen a lot of runners use on like TikTok. It's called Runner. I'm gonna give that a try and see how that goes. But I am excited about training for the marathon. I am extremely nervous because 26.2 miles sounds insane. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm ready to be a part of the 1%. They say only 1% of people do marathons, and I'm sure that number is even smaller if you're a black runner. Um, and the thing about Chicago is such a big city. There's so many different run groups around, so I may try to run with different run groups. I did a shakeout run, which is kind of like a warm up run with this group called the Peace Runners. They had amazing energy. They run on the west side, which is a little bit of a hike for me, but I think I'm going to try to run with them at least once, and then I'll probably train with uh what's it called? Black Girls Run, and then the Black Chicago Runners, and then there are a couple other groups, so I might just, pop in with other people. Um But again, what I love about running is the community. And it's a way to, especially for me in the summer, I always decide to run because I'm like, usually I want to be outside drinking, eating, having a good time, but it's something that keeps me on track. And so running is a good way to measure your progress and, just see yourself improving. So I'm looking forward to training. I am very nervous, but I know if I put the work in, I'm gonna do fine. I need to make sure I stretch, make sure I um, fuel my body properly, but I'm excited. This is definitely going to be a journey. I hope that you all follow me on my journey. I'm gonna try my best to, um, I don't know the word, my best to record it and share my journey with you all. I'm gonna share the good times, the bad. I'm sure I'll be crying or annoyed and over, certain runs and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I have a goal I am going to reach. So October 12th is the marathon. I'm trying to get into the Bank of America half marathon, but it's sold out. I could register, but I had to pay like an additional $100 to run it, and I don't think I want to do that. So I'll probably do the other half that I've done twice, which is we run on Lakeshore Drive, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I am probably gonna start working with a trainer because I do tend to neglect my strength training once I start running, and that's something you shouldn't do. One, you're gonna lose your booty if you have one. And yeah, you're gonna lose your booty. And two, you need it. You need to strength train because that prevents you from getting injured. So that's my little tidbit. I ran the first race of the season. I got my bling, my finisher's medal. I don't run unless I'm getting the medal. Got my medal. I got my mama to run. To do the 2 mile walk. So I was glad about that and ran with a bunch of my sorority sisters. So today was a great day. And stay tuned and let's go on the run. Rhonda on the run. And yeah, that's it.